Let's see. Okay. Hello, everyone. Hello. We're taking a look at New Orleans. Right now, they're under hurricane warning, flood watch, and a storm surge warning. And Hurricane Ida will be continuing to make its way right into basically right into the Louisiana coastline. And so what's happening for the next couple of hours, and from hours to days, and from days to a long time, um we're going to continue to have um widespread power outages as well, from power outages to short food supplies to all these different things, flooding. It's going to be a big factor. A big factor throughout this whole entire event. And it's going to be scary too. So don't get me wrong, but there's going to be some pretty nasty things happening. So there is going to, oh man, there is going to be, once again, like I said, pretty nasty, from storm surge all the way to, Lord knows, wind, and as well as from wind to hail, not hail, from wind, storm surge, to life threatening rainfall totals. I mean, we're just going to continue to have big rainfall totals. Go ahead and get up everything that I need. Wasn't fully prepared. We also get up what else do we, no, I think that's it for now. So we have like hurricane warnings, storm surge warnings, tropical storm warnings, flood warnings, high surf warnings, flash flood watch, hurricane local statements, rip current statements, and hazardous weather outlook. There. Okay. That we have a high risk for New Orleans, Baton Rouge, Morgan City, and etc. Latest cone here, and a tropical storm, depression, and then basically post-tropical cyclone, which would be also. And let's go ahead and take a look at the peak storm surge. We're talking about peak storm surge from 10 to 15 feet. Okay, that is 10 to 15 feet. That is a lot. So that's why a lot of people have been urged to evacuate in much of these areas. A few areas have been not mandatory, at least, have been evacuated over here, but mandatory evacuations are being prompted for basically all of these areas because it is pretty flat land all throughout here. And when you get these wind and surge being basically brought up in here, we're gonna have some pretty nasty storm surge. From the WPC, they are showing some hefty rain totals from 15 to 20 right in here. That's why we have a high risk, basically right in there. There is a few out in the ocean, which really doesn't matter, about 20 inches. So pretty hefty accumulation. We're gonna stay here and on until 11 for the 11 o'clock advisory. But for right now, I'm gonna go ahead and look at the GFS. We're gonna look at precipitation totals. And they are showing, let's go to Louisiana. They are showing about 13 inches right there. Let's go to the Euro. Euro, 16 inches right in there. From the Euro to, let's do Icon, which you can see is some pretty nice rain totals. We're also going to go look at these two things. We're going to look at the HWRF. This one says it's going to make landfall between Morgan City and Lafayette. And it's basically kind of like miss parts of New Orleans. And then it's just going to move to the east and move to the northeast as well. Let's go ahead and look at the HMON model. This model is saying, okay, landfall between Morgan City and, actually, let's take a look here. They say landfall between Morgan City and, or shall I say, Golden Meadow and Lake Arthur. Okay. Same with the HWRF. And then they say it's going to move to the north and basically going to go ahead and hit parts up there and stuff. If we look at the NAM, we're going to take a look at what the severe weather threat looks like down there. Oops. So actually, we can do Louisiana anyways. All right, so the NAM says, yeah, so there's going to be a pretty nice, decent hurricane between, actually, it's going to make landfall basically right south of Homa. And yeah, there's going to be some 25 inches. Let's hope that doesn't happen. And they're going to say it's going to make landfall there, then eventually weaken. Now they're showing wind gusts up there. I mean, look at this. We have 145 wind gusts. Let's look at the miles per hour, 122. So these are going to be some pretty nasty gusts. Okay, pretty nasty wind gusts. We go from 145. Let's look at some of our peaks. 158. That's Cat 5 wind speed right there. That is Cat 5 wind speeds. Or wind gusts. Let's look at wind speeds. Yeah, so it's going to be a Cat 4 with this, with 130 mile per hour wind. Let's go ahead and look at the HWRF with this one. This one says, okay, 145. Max will be 145. Look at the HMON. They say max will be 153. So that is Cat. That's Cat 3. Cat 4 still. Very close to Cat 5. All right, let's go ahead. We're just gonna look at some random models, I guess, and look at. Let's go ahead, Louisiana. We'll look at some random wind gusts. 140 is the HRRR. It's a Cat 4. Then it kind of weakens into Cat 3 as it moves more north. But yeah, they're definitely showing something at least. See, we have 3 notifications here. Okay. Let's go ahead now and look at. Okay, that's good for now. Let's talk about the rainfall here. We have a high risk, which is 50% chance of flash flooding right here between New Orleans all the way over to the Lafayette area. Yep. And then day 3 has a moderate all the way from Homa up to basically Memphis and over to Mobile, Alabama. And here are some of the rain totals that we could potentially see through Thursday. We're talking about 3 to 5 in Jackson, 3 to 5 in Tupelo, 2 to 3 in Memphis, 2 to 3 in Nashville. That's good potentially for the places that got wrecked by that major flash flooding in the town of Waverly. There was pretty extreme flooding there. Birmingham, 1 to 2 inches. Good. Atlanta, you'll see less than an inch, and you're basically going to see a quarter of an inch there. Knoxville, an inch. Louisville, we're going to see 3 to 5 inches. I feel like I'm saying is it Louisville? I don't know. There, right there, you're going to see 3 to 5. Let's go ahead and take a look here. 10 to 15 feet of storm surge between Morgan City on the way over to the parishes here. We're going to have 6 to 9, 3 to 5, 2 to 4. Okay, so 2 to 4 all the way from Lake Charles, or the border between I unplugged it by accident. So sorry. Anyways, yeah, that's basically what's gonna happen there with 2 to 4. So it's basically gonna be 2 to 15 feet of storm surge. So you definitely cannot rule out the risk of storm surge even farther than, let's say, on the coastline. Could potentially see storm surge all the way up to New Orleans because, like I said, this part of Louisiana, the south part of Louisiana, is all flat. more north you go, there's more mountainish and higher terrain areas. Now we're gonna try and look at the LA dot and see if we can find any traffic cameras to help us see if there's any more traffic and if people are fleeing the state. Hopefully. Okay. Looks good. Uh-oh. What's happening here? Oh, okay, we could even look here. Let's look at the places that are supposed to be evacuating. Okay. Where are some of the cameras at? See, I know that people are supposed to be evacuating near the Homa area. Let's see. Okay, looking good. Actually, it looks pretty clear to me. Let's look at Interstate 55. Interstate 55 looks clear as well. There's some yeah, so I think a lot of people are done and have basically done their preparation and are is evacuating potentially. Let's see if we're seeing any evacuations in the New Orleans area on I-10. See anything here? We see some cars here and there. Nothing big happening within traffic wise. Although there is a lot of light there, so there could potentially be traffic. Yeah, that could potentially be traffic there, but so far for what I see is we are still evacuating in that area. So we're still evacuating. Let's see what's happening in Baton Rouge. Nothing much. So that's at least good for the remainder of the time. I wonder if I can get any more live cameras. Uh-oh. Commercial. Alright, here we go. Now it is up and running. It was just working. Okay, we can look here. Dark. It's just dark. It is so dark. Okay. Well, what we can do that. So the new update on Ida should be coming in, or is due basically soon. So waiting for that new update. Once we get to that new update, we'll go ahead and end this. But for right now, all we know is that this is a not a tropical storm, a Category 1 hurricane with winds up to 85. Whoa, hold up. This is a Cat 2 hurricane with winds up to 82. What am I saying? This is a Cat 1 hurricane with winds up to 105. Oh, there's music. Ooh. With winds up to 105 miles per hour. Ooh, it is just dark in this camera view. How do I get rid of that? I don't know. Here, we can go ahead here and look at this. So, this once again is supposed Baton Rouge, Europe. That is the Saturday 7 p.m. update. And remember that new update on Ida. So we're still waiting for this to come in here. Okay. So we're awaiting this. We're gonna wait. So any minute now, we are expecting this Cat 2 hurricane to any minute now. We're expecting a new update from the National Hurricane Center. This is the full update, not intermediate. The intermediate public advisory is basically where they just update the intensity. Um, the full advisory, what we're seeing now, uh, is when they update the cone, the strength, the speed, the size, the like all the everything, all the information. They also update some of the wind forecasts and all that stuff. So we are awaiting that right now. So we will see what happens. But for right now, we are still awaiting the 10 p.m. Central Daylight Time public, or not public, just regular advisory. The full batch, the full piece of cake advisory. We are awaiting it. So we'll see what happens here. So far, the only thing I know that it's still a Cat 2. We have yet to see the advisory to come in yet. Oh, okay, that's good news. We have not good news. We have Tropical Depression 11. New tropical depression formed over the subtropical central Atlantic. Okay, it's expected to become a short-lived tropical storm. All right, we have very important news now. An emergency recon mission has taken off from San Antonio. This mission will provide critical data for Ida for the National Hurricane Center. So far, that is all I know. That is everything I know. Okay. So this is the advisory we've been waiting for, everyone. We have been waiting for this advisory. We have just been waiting and waiting. We'll see what happens. So, new update on Ida due soon. We are still waiting. We are still awaiting. We are not even on. We are still waiting. Still waiting it. Oops. All right. So since I am we now have word that this hasn't really changed. It is still a 105 mile per hour category 2 mile per hour hurricane. This is a cat 2 still. So uh they have basically just newest advisories just come in, and nothing much has really changed here. So but we are no more. Wait, hold on, give me 1 second. Let me check real quick before I say that. Can't make sure of that, but um, um, we'll wait for that to try its best to get in. This is still expected somehow to become a category 4. So we still have a threat, and the hurricane force wind speeds are starting to expand a little bit. But we still have a threat to see a category 4 hurricane. So yeah, nothing's really changing with the hurricane status here. All right, everyone, have a great day, and it's the last thing that I'm going to show you for the night. Have a good night.